What is up guys, it's AC Mods here. Today we will be taking a look at the McLaren Mp4-5B, which was McLaren's entry into the 1990 Formula 1 grid. Now here are some quick stats about this car. Firstly, it was driven by legendary drivers Ayrton Senna and Gerhard Berger. In its 16 races, it had 10 pole positions and 6 victories, all of which were accomplished by Senna. It had a Honda V10 engine, which produced almost 700 brake horsepower, which was all accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And finally, this car managed to achieve the Drivers' Championship as well as the Constructors' Championship. Now let's talk about the driving experience of this mod. Straight away, you will find that it's an incredibly exciting car to drive. Accompanied with the ferocious sound, it makes for a pleasing retro F1 experience. With almost 700 brake horsepower to the wheels, it still provides an excellent amount of control under multiple track conditions. You will also find that the immersion is definitely achievable, especially if you have a mod that supports head movement. The car is very well detailed with regards to driving feedback as well as the aesthetics. At the end of the day, if you spend enough time behind the wheel of this mod, you will get used to the control mechanics very quickly, particularly on a force feedback wheel setup. Overall, I would rate the driving experience of this car an 8 out of 10. Now let's talk about handling. The car can be quite tricky at times, but this is half expected with the sheer power that this engine provides. After some basic trial and error with the setup, the oversteer is almost gone, but watch out for the understeer, which can sometimes catch you out on fast corners such as Eau Rouge in Spa. The only consistent mechanic worth noting is that the car does have the tendency to oversteer on corner exits, so be prepared to have the back end kick out on you when you least expect it. Overall, I would rate the handling of this car a 7 out of 10. Finally, let's talk about this car in different scenarios. We found that the Mp4-5B is optimal for hot lapping, and it stands out on flowing tracks such as Imola and Suzuka. Don't get me wrong, it's perfectly achievable to complete races in this car, but not without a lot of effort to consistently get it clean through corners. One track that stood out during our testing is the 1990 layout of the Monaco Grand Prix. Because of its tight bends and unforgiving apexes, it would be perfect for anything less than 5 laps, but if you can get a full Monaco race out of this car, at least you can say you've mastered the McLaren. For hot lapping, we're going to give it an 8 out of 10, and for racing against other cars, we're going to give it a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to see more of this content, please consider subscribing and tick the notification bell for more Assetto Corsa mod reviews.